we go to Cleveland.
Why?
Congratulations are in order to the newest inductee to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Ernest Evans, aka Chubby Checker.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
We're glad you're here. And it only took 40 years.
So I'm not happy with them. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. I think the reason why they waited so long, because they thought he was dead.
That's fucked up, man.
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Wednesday. Well, I'm going to step out of my lane a little bit. Normally, I don't do stories like this, but to me, it was a kind of a feel-good, but at the same time, bittersweet. What am I talking about? Well, with everything going on in D.C., with Trump federalizing the cops, because D.C. is such a haven for, wonderful and upstanding people, we go to this. We're going to go to Cleveland, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that houses the greatest array of artists and entertainers that the world has ever known. From George Michael to Buddy Holly to Elvis Presley, to Chuck Berry and everyone else in between. But over the years, there have been those who should have been in a long time ago who finally are getting their just desserts, or getting their just dues, shall I say. Others who didn't wait so long, I don't know, like a day or two, got thrown in there anyway. Why? Because, of course, diversity. This is not the case. Ernest Evans. Now, who the hell is Ernest Evans? Well, you know him by his stage name, Chubby Checker. Yes, the creator of the twist. Not the creator of the dance, but the creator of the song coming off the dance, has been iconic over the last, 60 years? So when the Rock and Roll became eligible, when it opened its doors back in 85, and it became eligible, who were going to be the first people, inducted? Well, it wasn't Chubby Checker. It took 40 years for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to realize that, damn, we fucked up, and we should have put this man in a long time ago. But Chubby Checker's, he's taking it in stride. He's like, I really don't care because I'm not going to be there. Ouch. And here we go. This comes out of the New York Post. Chubby Checker reveals he's skipping the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Yeah, we're not coming. A major twist. Yeah, I'll play on words. Rock and Roll legend Chubby Checker is skipping the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony to prove he's still alive after waiting over 4 decades to join the exclusive, really? Is it exclusive now? Music Club. Checker 83 revealed at a recent show that he's not attending the honors in Los Angeles because he will be rocking out on stage at a different gig. Yes, I've already made plans. And of course, that's Chubby Checker there. The rock icon constructed the schedule conflict as a way to skip the show. Yes, there was nothing intentional about that. When I told my manager, I said, make sure that when we get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the induction, I will be doing what I love doing the most. Be in front of audience, a live audience, not a television audience. The music icon told the crowd of fans, according to a video posted in social media on July 29th. Checker, best known for the 1960s chart-topping hit, The Twist, has been eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame since its inaugural class in 1985. The Grammy Award winner has yet to be nominated up until this year. Oh, they forgot. Anticipating his selection, Checker said his manager booked him a gig for November 8th before the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame reached out to tell him the big news. I've made plans. Of course, that is the hit from 1960, and of course, that is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. On April 27th, Checker was among 13 musicians selected as part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2025. Checker joins an impressive class of more traditional rock and roll performers, including Bad Company, Joe Cocker, Cyndi Lauper, Outkast, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes. Anyway, the Twist Again singer recalled the phone call with the Hall of Fame staff when the team turned down the offer to fly out to L.A. At the Peacock Center in Los Angeles. We're not coming. We have a gig. And of course, there's more Chubby Checker there. Checkerboard and Ernest Evans shared the importance of missing ceremony to show that he was still healthy and not a frail old man. Quote, getting back to being an older person, Checker explained to the crowd. Chubby goes to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then he say he's old, he's probably retired, he's not doing anything, maybe he has crutches, or maybe he's just dead. He's coming to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to get his little award and go back home. The musician mocked. Yeah, I would have mocked it too. The singer wasn't fond of appearing in front of a digital audience instead of opting for a real-life crowd. Quote, let's be doing a show that I like doing today because I'm still alive and well, Checker said. And the audience is wonderful and my dream is still being fulfilled and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is happening all at the same time. No scheduled events for Checker are publicly listed, of course, online on November 8th. The Twist still holds the claim as the hottest single of all time after Billboard made its initial list in 2008. My thoughts. 40 years. 40 years. It took this man to get to the Hall of Fame. 40 years. You've had others who've had less status in music, who've held, who've came, who've gone, who, just like blown in the wind, yet get into the Hall of Fame. Speaking of, we're going to go to this. This is the list of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Let me jump back there. I'm not going to go into the story. This is the inaugural list from 1986. Chuck Berry, James Brown, Ray Charles, Sam Cooke, Fats Domino, the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, Elvis Presley, The Coasters, Eddie Cochran, Bo Diddley, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Bill Haley, B.B. King. So, I'm sorry, no, that was the presenter. My bad, excuse me. So, look at that inaugural list. All legends, every single one of them. Who do you take out? You really can't take out any of them. But who do you add? Ernest Evans. He should have been in the inaugural list. But no, they waited 40 years. But for this man to wait 40 years, he was like, I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to go in front of a live crowd, entertain the crowd, sing my heart out. Fuck that ceremony, fuck those people there. I've got things to do. I'm not going to be sitting around, waiting to die. And I think that's what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, those who are judging this waited. They waited 40 years. They were hoping that maybe the guy would just die. And they're like, hey, you know what? Let's throw Chubby Checker into the Hall of Fame inductee because it doesn't matter. He's not going to be here anyway. That's insulting. That's insulting. But then again, look how long it took Foreigner, who's had multiple number one hits over its 50-year career, and it took them over 30 years to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In my opinion, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a joke. It's basically a bunch of guys, slapping each other on the shoulders, getting their participation awards, and then going home. And I just love how Chubby Checker said, yeah, for me to show up and get my little award, and off I go. Love it. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.